Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I have recorded a podcast. I apologise for the quality. I got a new phone today. It's the iPhone XR. Apparently the camera is not supposed to be as good on this camera as the other new ones that are out, but I figured I'll just go with it because I couldn't be bothered waiting for the other one that I was going to get to come in stock. So, fingers crossed. So what have I been working on? I've only really been working on a couple of things. Apologies if you can hear the rain. It was a really nice day yesterday. Sun was out. It was beautiful weather. Today, it's all gone to hell, as is usual. I have only really been working on a couple of projects. I have actually gone through my yarn stash, and I'm actually getting rid of quite a bit of acrylic yarn. I actually have them lined up here in bags. I need to drop them at the thrift store. I just really went through my stash and went, you know what? I'm not gonna use that, not gonna use that, not gonna use that. I didn't get rid of any of my hand-dyed stuff or anything like that. Just the acrylic stuff that I didn't think I was going to use. A lot of the Millen stuff. I know people go nutty on Facebook over that, and they you know, I was in groups for, you know, buying Millens and stuff, and I could have sold them online and people would have snatched them up, but it's taking them to the post office and all that, and I'm just like, no, I'll just take them to the thrift store, and I'm sure someone will love the fact that I have donated a bunch of yarn to the thrift store. But yeah, I went through all my projects, and I actually have a tub here. I will, if I can, oh my goodness, grab hold of it. So it's like one of these, like Kmart tubs, and and I just kind of went through everything and went, what am I actually going to finish? What am I not going to finish? So I cleared out quite a few project bags. So those ones in there are projects that I want to finish. I do need to go through, I do have another 3 or 4 tubs that are bigger than that one that I just showed you, that have some yarn and some more projects in it. And there's actually a couple of smaller ones over there as well. But I just haven't got through those yet. So I actually pulled out all of my acrylic stuff. Some of it I will still use, but yeah, I'm just hanging out in my bed at the moment, watching some Real Housewives of Orange County. Yes, I do that occasionally, watch reality TV. It's good entertainment. I don't know if anyone else watches it, but it's hilariously funny. I've watched it from like the first season. Every season that comes out, eventually I watch it. Hilarious. But I tell you what, if I had their money, can you imagine the craft room? Anyway. So yeah, I went through everything, and still a few bits and pieces that I need to go through and organise, but yeah, just kind of really looking at my yarn stash and going, yeah, I'm actually going to use that. No, I don't think I'm going to use that. Just been really realistic about my yarn, how much yarn I have, whether or not I'm actually going to use it. So I kind of been meaning to do it for a while, and I just went, I'm going to do it. So in saying that, I haven't purchased any yarn recently. Like, the only yarn that I purchased was from the sheep show, which I didn't actually post a haul from that. I got a few bits and pieces which you'll see on the channel. A couple of braids of fibre. I did pick up some yarn from Happy Hank Co, I believe is what they're called. And if you follow Amber O'Brien, her latest, it was a shawl and hat pattern that was done in this really beautiful green yarn, and yeah, I was the one that snatched up the last skein of the DK colorway, the Sheep Show. Whoops. But yeah, I've got the hat pattern that she released from that, because I did actually meet her at the Sheep Show as well. She was absolutely lovely. I had my photo taken with her. So yeah, I think, can't remember. No, I didn't change it on Instagram. Probably should have. But anyway, if you're friends with me on my personal Facebook page, you'll have seen the photo from the Sheep Show, the two of us, and you would have seen the photos on it that I posted on Instagram. But yeah, lovely lady, and it was really, really nice to kind of chat with her for a little bit. And yeah, it was a fun Sheep Show. It's going to be another fun one next year. Hopefully we'll all be able to get together. I think Nicole and I, we just missed each other at the Sheep Show this year. I think Hannah was there as well on the same day. So, but you know, eventually it will happen eventually. So yeah, I will stop rambling on now and show you the projects that I've been working on. As I said, I haven't really been working on a lot. I did change jobs. I think I might have mentioned that in my last video. However, I am actually going for another job on Monday. It's a full-time job. Still in the same industry, still working with children. But it's actually in Bendigo. So that'll be handy for the Sheep Show now, won't it? Joking, that's not why I applied for it, but anyway. Yeah, so wish me luck. But yeah, work kind of got a bit crazy there for a little bit. It's kind of slowed down now. So yes, hence applying for another job. But I have actually knit a fair bit on this. This is the, I think it's 0 to 3 month size of the flax sweater. I bound off on the band here yesterday. So it's knit from top down, and then you separate for the sleeves. I'm actually not going to do the textured pattern on the sleeves. I don't know if you can kind of see there, but I'm just going to do basic stockinette, just down to the cuffs. I don't know, I just, anyway. So yeah, I like to try like the smallest size, especially with like a sweater, before I do the adult size. And I'm really funny. I think it's because I tend to spill things on my jumpers, or I get them dirty. I feel like I can't justify spending money on, whether it's like a hedgehog fibers yarn or a hand-dyed yarn, for a jumper for myself, because I know that I get things dirty, and I think I will just make myself jumpers in acrylic. Maybe that will change one day. Maybe I'll decide to. I mean, hats and scarves and shawls and whatever, I'm fine to use wool. But when it comes to sweaters and stuff, I'm like, yeah, hell no. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe one day I will make myself a woolen sweater. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm up to at the moment. So I know you're supposed to do the sleeves at the same time, but I'm not doing that. The yarn that I'm using is actually from Hobby Yarn. It's a Mega Ball. It's just an 8-ply acrylic. And for those of you who are wondering, it's a 400 gram ball, 1,200 meters in here. So initially I was actually going to knit myself a jumper out of this, but then I was like, no, I'm going to try out the pattern first before I go making the adult size. The other thing that I've been working on, this is actually a project bag that I made ages ago, and you may remember that I was selling my stuff in a local yarn shop. Well, she's closing down, so I had to go and get the few things that were left in there, and that was one of them. I was kind of glad about that because I actually really liked this one. So in here I have some Lovebird Lane yarn, and this is a colorway from last year. I can't quite remember. Juliet, if you're watching, please correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. This is part of her Halloween collection, and this is totally up my alley, this colorway. This is Paranormal. Speaking of paranormal, my friends and I are actually going to do a ghost tour of the Arrowdale Lunatic Asylum in Ararat this weekend. I've been a couple of times before, as you guys know, during the day, but it's going to be a whole different thing at night time. It's going to be hilarious. So I'm going to actually take my normal camera with me, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, these are a pair of socks that I'm just kind of, I pick up and knit on every so often. I think I will turn them into tube socks, just because I really can't be bothered fussing with a heel. I find it too fiddly. It's just, I don't know what it is with heels. Like lately, I don't feel like knitting heels into socks. I can't be bothered with it. And I found a new way to use up some of my sock yarn, hand-dyed sock yarn as well. Mia Phillip, who is the knitting expat, she released a pattern for a cowl recently in the past week, so I'm actually going to use my finger and weight yarn for that, because she does show you in the pattern how to work out how many stitches for different weights. So yeah, so obviously I've been going through my stash and I haven't been buying yarn. What I did buy though, because I just couldn't resist, and this is now like my work bag, the bag that I take with all of my lunch stuff and whatnot in it. This is actually from Randy, and if you follow her channel you will have seen this bag. That's what the inside fabric looks like, and in here I just have, at the moment, my little bag that has all of my medications, hand cream, band-aids, all that fun stuff in there, and then I put my drink bottle, my lunch, and all that stuff. So I love it. I love it. So it would also make a really good project bag, but I just take it to work for my lunch stuff. So I love it. Even though it was pricey with the shipping, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it anyway because I want one. If you guys don't know, Randy is in America, so shipping, always, you kind of go, but then you're like, I'm just gonna do it anyway. That's what I do anyway. And you know what, I am totally happy to support handmade businesses, and you know, Randy is, you know, making her own income and things like that. I'm not going to go into detail, but if you know what's been happening in her life at the moment, you know, I fully support her little business, because number one, it is tough to have your own little handmade business, and you know, she's got her and her boys to support, so get onto it. I will leave her link for Shopify down below. Go and check it out, because she has some pretty awesome stuff. She also made this project bag that you guys have seen before. At the moment I have my little fox in here that I need to finish. But yeah, I don't know. I think I may have to cut this video off soon, because I think once it gets to 15 minutes it cracks it and won't upload it to YouTube. But yeah, that's what I've been working on at the moment. Trying to get through some of my projects and work out what I want to finish, all that good stuff. But I'm hoping to get back to podcasting regularly. We'll see what happens. I guess we'll see what happens with this job interview on Monday. Fingers crossed, but I hope you guys are all doing well. And I will see you guys in the next one, hopefully soon. Bye.